Alrighty, what is going on, everyone? Today is Monday. Today was a no news Monday. Today I'm just gonna do a little trade recap, pretty much of go over what happened in the market today, what I wanted to happen, what trades I took. In this case, I didn't take anything, but it's still good day to learn. Yeah, let's just get into it. So, going into this, looking at news, no news Monday. Yeah, so if I replay this, come back in here, this is what price looked like coming into the morning. Honestly, I didn't have a great bias because I woke up pretty late. Probably got on the chart at like 7:20. It was super bad. My alarm didn't go off. But what I was just looking for is I seen this new day opening gap. We could have wanted to fill that completely. And I just seen that we had no good delivery at this point in the market. So we aren't getting delivery from any 4 hour. We aren't getting any delivery from any 1 hour except from way back here. And that's just not current enough for me. So I wanted to see something new. And then we ended up opening this 1 hour right here. So if I would play this out. This is way different. FX replay. Okay, so if I play this out here, we created a 1 hour gap here, and all I wanted to see was I was more of looking honestly for price to target that, and I think that's kind of where I went wrong. I should have noticed that we are very much bullish. Well, maybe not as much at this point. I think still at this point, a bearish bias could have been pretty valid. But at this point, I just wanted to see a significant liquidity pool filled for us to continue higher. And at this point, we had nothing, so I was down to target it. So I'll just play this forward. So now, at this point, shorts would be no longer valid just because we are so clearly bullish. We done distributed 200 points. Taking a trade at the top of the move would just wouldn't make too much sense. So from here, I just wanted to see us get a continuation higher, 5 or 15 minute. Right now we're inside of a 5 minute, and then we get, there's nothing here. Price starts chopping around a little bit, and then we got this inversion here. A lot of people took this trade, and this is just completely not valid. One, because the PO3, so we're going to want to manipulate after all the big candle opens. So that's going to be 9:30, 9:45, 10, 10:15, 10:30. But mainly those 9:30 and 10 a.m.s. And just here, this just wasn't enough for me. I think at this point too, we can go over to ES. We were, what was this candle invert? 47 and 47 here. We were clearly seeking lower draws on liquidity. We were, at this point, we were heading for this 1 hour for value gap to the left of us that I wanted to see hit, which was this one here. Mark this out like so. Like so. So at this point, we have no valid key level rejection to send us higher. So what does price do? Become lower. ES finally hits that gap. And then we get this. I know a lot of people still took this, even though we didn't invert. This is just simply not valid. One, because we didn't invert the gap. And honestly, I wanted to see ES hit this 15-minute gap so bad. I wanted to see a key level hit on NQ. I didn't want an SMT to carry this trade, so I just didn't take anything at all. And then from here, we finally inverted the gap, and this just still wouldn't be valid either because we have all this LR at our stop. It took too long to invert this candle. But so what I do want to go over is when we need both pairs, when we need it's called Ronan calls it true manipulation. So pretty much when we need true manipulation and when we don't. So if you have an A++ setup without true manipulation, and you have all the good targets, you have everything you need, you have an SMT with the key level, it is still valid to take a trade, and that's pretty much just what this trade is. If we would have inverted this gap, we would have had everything besides that true manipulation. We have the draw, we have the targets, we have the LR, we have external target for price to go higher. We have everything but that true manipulation, and in this case, we can take that trade if we would have got the inverse. But if not, and we're lacking other things in the trade, it just wouldn't be valid. So 9 times out of 10, you are going to want that true manipulation. But if you do have the A++ setup, you can still take it. Just obviously it'd be very discretional. But yeah, so that is one really important lesson from today. And then I also wanted to talk about us when we start trading into these massive gaps. So in my trade this morning, I don't have a lot of, not necessarily experience, but I haven't taken a lot of trades targeting left like this. And I'm just usually never that confident in it. But what will help me feel better about these types of trades is just as long as we're validating bullish structure, there is no reason for us to be worrying about this. Like, we've been in this gap to the left of us for 1, 4, 8, 12, 16, 20, 24, almost a day now. So at that point, this gap does not matter. Just imagine it's not there. So we're just going to want to keep targeting deeper and deeper into this gap, because eventually we're going to have to go through it. Like, this is not going to hold forever. So therefore, does not matter as long as we're validating bullish structure. And I think that just makes a lot of sense in my head, and that will help me out. And so far is this morning, I was saying I don't really love longs, just simply because we are super premium, and we have no key level rejection. But let me think about this for a second, because I learned something new today. Okay, I think I thought of a better way to say it. So all he was saying is at one point, we are gonna just be premium. Like, we're going to have to take premium trades, because price does not move like this 24/7. That's just not what happens. So you see we do this here, and then we just expand, and that's more of how price moves. So at one point, as long as we're still validating bullish structure, sometimes we are gonna have premium longs, as long as everything is in line. And that's where discretion comes in. It's just always super important. Yeah, so this trade would have been completely valid if we inverted this gap. And at first, I was thinking I didn't really like it. It wasn't that nice because we didn't have that key level delivery. But now we know when that is okay and when that's not okay. And then, yeah. So that's going to be it for this trade recap. Just everything I learned. Where is my bias and stuff? Everything I learned from today. Obviously, I knew to fade this. This trade just looked really stupid. I've seen this fail a bajillion times. Here's the bias. Morning pretty bearish just because we're super overextended. We don't have 81-hour delivery on both pairs. In my head, it just wasn't a valid spot to be longing from. But yeah, I can see this, but there's no reason to be bearish when we're steadily validating bullish structure. So this bias is just invalid, and now I know that. But yeah, I'm gonna do a backtesting session right quick, and hopefully it's a good one so I can upload it. But I will catch you guys later.